take off, you want your business to grow, you want to expand in that business, you need finance. Finance is very important in any business that you have set up. Finance is defined as the money available for spending purposes in a business. Right from the time somebody thinks of a business idea, there needs to be cash. As the business grows, you need cash. As you pursue expansion, you also need cash. Your cash is the bone of the business. The day-to-day business also requires cash. In the words of Peter Drucker, business that is easily defined, it is other people's money. Without missing words, cash is the blood of the business. Let's look at the reasons why we need finance in our businesses. Some of the reasons why businesses need finance are: one, you have come up with an idea. You want to, there's a need that's arisen. You have scanned your environment. You want to start the business. The plausible way to start it is, first and foremost, is generation of idea on what businesses you will undertake. Of course, you can generate your idea. You can just do your research, scan your environment to identify the need that you want to fill in that environment. And of course, you also need to look at yourself. Can you set up a business? Do you have the character to set up a business? You can self-assess yourself by looking at SWOT analysis. What is your strength? What is your weakness? What is your opportunity? What is your threat? There's an adage that says, if we fail to plan to fail. Of course, after generating an idea, you also need to plan. You need to plan. From experience, people just come up with an idea and they just flow with the idea without doing a proper business plan, or what we call feasibility report of the business that they want to undertake. When you conduct feasibility reports, you are able to the business that you want to do, we have more focus. It will narrow the business alternatives, because by the time you are coming up with ideas, you have so many ideas that you have done up. But when you do feasibility study, you are able to narrow the business alternatives. You will be able to identify a valid reason to undertake the project, and also it will also enhance the success rate. Number 6, you are itching to move to new premises. Finance is also needed to pay for simple expenses such as the cost of renting office spaces and relocation packages for employees and installation of machineries that you are going to need in that particular business. 7, you want to pay for the day-to-day running of the business. A business has many costs on its cash on a day-to-day basis, from paying a supplier of raw materials, paying the wages, and settlement of some obligations. So with this, you need money, because if you are just starting a business, you can't expect the business to start making money from day one.
StopTrans Med. Bacteria, viruses and toxins attack the digestive mucosa. This aggression leads to diarrhea and dehydration. StopTrans Med absorbs and entraps bacteria, viruses and toxins, favoring their elimination. The advantages of using StopTrans Med in the treatment of diarrhea in children and adults. StopTrans Med mechanical mechanism of action. No biochemical, immunologic or metabolic mechanism of action. Act strictly locally at the level of digestive tract. Non-absorbable ingredients. Non-irritant. Does not develop tolerance. No addiction.
How quickly is the money needed? You need to understand, you need to know when you need the money. Do you want to start the business now? Or do you want to start the business later in the year? How quickly is the money required to fund your idea? That is also going to give you the idea of where you want to source your money from. Number three, the cheapest option available. If you have the array of options, array of alternatives, you need to pick the cheapest. Because when you want to start a business, the more money that you spend to start a business, the longer it will be for you to make profit, or for you to break even and make profit in that business. So you need to look at the cheapest option that is available for you. Don't just go and do Father Christmas when you want to fund your business, because while you are in business is for you to make money. In fact, the primary motive of you being in business is to make money. But in trying to make money, you don't need to spend too much or too little. You need to spend moderately, because that money that you are trying to access, you are still going to repay it back. And the business that you want to do is the one that is going to pay the money back to you. Then let's look at the sources of finance. Sorry, before that, let's go to number 4, choosing the right source of finance. The amount of risk involved is the reason for cash. Sometimes when you look at the risk that you are going to bear when you want to access funds, you must be able to weigh it. Weigh it. Can you take the money with all the risk in accessing that funds? It is very important for you to look at the risk involved. Then the length of time of the requirement for finance. Do you require the money on a short-term basis, medium-term basis, or long-term basis? Because that will tell you whether you need to go for long-term fund, medium-term fund, or short-term fund. Now let's go quickly to the sources of business finance. As an entrepreneur, you can source for your money through the following areas. One is owner's equity or capital. Number 2, loans from financial institutions. Number 3, loans from non-financial institutions. Number 4, debt instruments, otherwise known as debenture and bonds. Number 5, you look at grants. And number 6, intervention funds. You can source your money through any of these means. I will go further now to expatiate on these areas through which you can source your money from. Let me say this before I go further. When you want to source loan from the bank, there are criteria for you to source money from the bank. You need to meet certain criteria to source money for the bank. Even for non-financial institutions, there are criteria for it. Even if you want to access grants, there are still criteria for it. So we need to understand the criteria for accessing these loan facilities. But let me start with what the type of loans and facilities. Short-term loan. This is the type of credit facility with the repayment to be made within 12 calendar months. That is 1 year. That is a short-term fund. For anybody who wants to access this type of fund, some commercial banks will give you this type of money. Some microfinance bank will also give you this type of money. We also have some investment organizations that also give you this type of money. You source this money to finance working capital and ventures. But the snag there is that they usually attract high interest. But you that want to start a business, can you afford to pay high interest? Don't forget that I told you that when you are starting a business, if you spend too much money in trying to procure support, financial support for your business, the longer it will be for you to break even in that business or to even make profit in that business. So very important, you need to watch this. Medium-term loan. Duration of payment for this facility does not usually exceeds 12 months. Both commercial banks and microfinance bank institutions will not grant this type of facility to you. Because when you look at microfinance bank, when you look at commercial banks, they borrow short from their customers. All of us, some of us pay money to the bank, we deposit money to the bank. We don't give bank notice before we withdraw our money. All we just do is to draw our check and we withdraw our money, or we transfer money from one account to the other. We don't give them notice. So if the money that you are paid to the bank is tied in a medium-term loan or long-term loan, and you have come forward as a customer to withdraw your money, if the bank is unable to pay your money, it could lead to a run on that bank. More often than not, when you get to the bank and they don't pay your money, you tell other people that go and work that bank. Oh, this bank is sitting on my money. I've gone there several times to fill a form to withdraw, but they're not giving me my money. And before you know it, everybody will go there, and there's somehow a bank can pay everybody at the same time. The biggest bank in Nigeria cannot pay all its customers at the same time. And that is why they borrow short, they also lend short. Let's move on.
A new dream, a new horizon, a new zeal for a brighter vision. There's a gift that mustn't perish, and there's a choice to live and flourish. This dream will enrich a nation from generation to generation. Ferrotogene, the living tonic, no doubt this one is authentic. Good health and vitality for each life and every family. Ferrotogene, the living dream. Oh yes. Won't you join the believers team?
Oh yes. One more at last. The better thing when man begin the work for don't land. Ferrotogene, the gift where Chineke God to take bless us. Ferrotogene for mental and physical energy, and your brain and your body go day well. Ferrotogene there for tonic and capsule, and a Bond Chemical Industries Limited, the maker of Bonabi, the maker.
Ferrotogene tonic for every generation.
Facility. Of other facility you are going to have, it's just going to be on your current account. All they will do is that they will just give you a limit. Okay, you need 2 million naira or you need 10 million naira. They're going to mark a limit of 10 million naira, and they're going to tell you it's for a particular duration, maybe 6 months or 1 year. Within that 6 months or 1 year, you can't draw more than 10 million naira in the account. The account will be in debit for the period of the facility. You can't draw more than the marked limits on that account. And it's also expected that as you are making sales, you're also paying money to the account, because turnover is also very key in running this type of account. Whereas your loan, if you procure a loan facility from a bank, two accounts will be in the bank for you, will be open for you. The original one that you have opened for yourself, that is the current account, and there's also going to be a loan account that's also going to be open for you. You pay loan in installments. You can agree with the bank, I'm going to be paying every month, I'm going to be paying every 2 months, I'm going to be paying every 3 months, or weekly, depending on your agreement with the bank. Whereas for an overdraft facility, they will mark a limit for you. Once you don't withdraw more than that limit, you are covered within the duration of the facility. And it is expected that once the facility expires, that account should revert to credit. But experience has shown in Nigeria that the account will never revert to credit. People take perpetual overdrafts. they just renew the overdraft facility. Let me move further. Then another type of loan and facilities, you have syndicated loan. You want to set up a very big project. 4 or 5 banks will come together to syndicate a loan for you. They will contribute the money and they will give the money to you. They are going to give the money to you and you are going to start repaying the money. That is for syndicated loan. More than one organization will give you this type of loan. But before you can access this type of loan, you must have a very big project that has future and potentials. Then equipment leasing. You want to run a pharmacy, for instance. You need cars. You don't need to go and use some money to buy cars. Because once you use the money that you have to go and buy cars, you are going to have problem with your working capital. Because if you go to the bank or organization where you can get this type of facility, equipment leasing, they will lease the facility, the asset to you. For instance, if you want cars or you want some equipment that you want to use in your business, once you approach the bank, they will give you a facility. In fact, they will buy the asset for you. They are going to buy the asset for you, and they will now expect you to be paying maybe on a monthly basis. And that will free your working capital. It will free your working capital, assuming the cost of the asset is 10 million naira. And you have the opportunity of being given a lease facility. That 10 million naira can be paid for like 5 years, 4 years. Compared to somebody who paid 10 million naira to buy a particular asset. That person may have problem of being able to keep his working capital intact. So your working capital will be freed if you take this type of facility. Now, the other one, under loans from non-banking financial institutions.
Laxgo Med. Delayed stool evacuation, difficult stool evacuation, bloating and abdominal pains. You have constipation. How it works. Laxgo Med acts mechanically in the intestine. Laxgo Med retains water and increases intestinal content volume, which trains the fecal bowel itself. The stool softens and its evacuation becomes easier without abdominal pains or cramps. Laxgo Med helps normalize the bowel movements through a natural mechanism without irritating the intestinal mucosa. The advantages of using Laxgo Med in the symptomatic treatment of constipation. Mechanical and safe mechanism of action. No taste, no odor, no color. It does not modify the characteristics of food or beverage. Does not develop tolerance. No addiction. Can be safely administered during pregnancy, in children, and in elderly patients. It is a stool softener that makes evacuation easier and without abdominal pains. Laxgo Med.
Obtain this through either primary or secondary market. But here is the relationship of you who is borrowing and the person that is giving you the money, if it's debtor, if debenture, is a creditor-debtor relationship. The debtor is you that is borrowing the money, whereas the creditor is the person that is giving you the money. And of course, there's going to be a deed that you're going to sign, which will spell out the conditions for accessing this type of fund. Now let's look at this. Instrument issued by federal government is called a sovereign fund. When you are debt instrument, the one that is issued by federal government is called a sovereign fund. That is, if a government issues an instrument on a creditor, that instrument is called a sovereign fund. You as the debtor is the one that is going to issue the bond. You are going to issue it. You are the one going to issue it, and the person will now release money to you. The one issued by the state government is referred to as a state bond. If a state needs money, what they do is issue that bond. When they issue the bond, the person that will give them the money will release the money to them. And of course, they are going to sign agreement just like I mentioned earlier. Instrument issued by the local government is called municipal bond. If it's a local government that needs money and they want to approach a creditor, they are going to issue it. What they issue is municipal bond. The instrument issued by a corporate body or a company is called a debenture or a corporate bond. That is, you as a company, you need money to fund your ideas. You want to fund it, and you've been able to identify organizations that will give you the fund. You are going to issue a debenture. Once you issue the debenture on that creditor, the creditor will release money to you. Of course, before releasing the money to you, you will have signed a debenture trust deed. You will look, that trust deed will spell out the conditions for giving you the money. And part of the conditions that will spell out are: one, the interest that you're going to pay on the money, the duration of the facility, the principal amount that is going to be released to you, the interest that you're going to pay on the money, because you're going to pay interest on the money. Then it also spell out when the interest payment will be made by you, when the interest will be paid by you. So it will show you this. It is, and one thing that is peculiar to debenture is that for a debenture fund, the organization that's giving you the money will not require you to support it with any collateral or security. You are not going to support it with any security. The only security that you will give is your reputation, your track record, your history. That is what the creditor will rely on to give you the money. So what that means is that when we are running business, we must run our business with integrity. We must be trustworthy in our business. When we say A, our A should be A at all times. We should be consistent in our business. They look at your collaterals. If you are borrowing money from any bank, aside from lease facility, which will be secured by the assets that the bank funded, if you want to borrow any other facility, you need collaterals, something to support it. You need collaterals to support you need collateral to support it. What is going to be the value of the collateral that you want to use to support it? How much is it? How much do you intend to borrow from the bank? So that is also going to be considered. Then of course they are going to consider your cash flow, because the cash flow is going to repay the money back. Your cash flow will return the money. I told you the other time that before you commence your business, you must do what we call business plan or feasibility study. In it, your cash flow should have been spread out. How you are, when the money is going to come in, when certain money are going to be spent, when the money is going to, when the organization or the business is going to break even, when the profit is going to be made. This is very key in your business. So let me conclude by saying that it is abundantly clear that every business, whether new or existing, have costs to borrow money. As a matter of fact, most businesses that are doing well today, they are borrowing money. Dangote of this world is highly jeered. They borrow money, but they use the money to do businesses that are profitable. So we need money to to make sure that our ideas come to fruition. It needs to be stressed that the best form of finance for small business is your accumulated savings. I spoke of your stake in the business. When you accumulate your savings, you can get some money, then add some money to it, borrow some money and add to it. Don't just rely on the money from an external party. In fact, I doubt if any external party will give you money without ensuring that you also contribute to it. Then it's also imperative that for you to go into business, you must have deep understanding of the business that you want to go into. Very important. You must have it. So if you have the understanding of the business, it's not about passion. Passion alone cannot make business to succeed. You need to have understanding of the business that you want to do. The dynamics of your operations must be very clear to you when you want to do business. And of course, if you have all these things, then you choose the best form of finance that you will need in the business. So you must also ensure judicious use of the fund available to you. Don't say because you have access to so many options. Make sure that you choose your option that is going to pay you better, that is going to make you to succeed in the business. And of course, when you are judicious with the way you are using the money, and you monitor the business very, very well, and you make sure that when you're hiring people, you're hiring the type of people that will assist you to move the business from the ground to a successful level, I'm sure you are going to succeed in the business. All what we pray for